Hello. Thank you for being here. I'm going to just wait a few minutes for you guys to let me know if the sound is good. I'll just put the microphone a little bit closer. And if you guys can like or comment the sound, I'm gonna wait. Today it's the solstice, and it's a very important date for us to recalibrate what has been happening in our life since this year started. And because we're in a half, we can take an inventory and then adjust our intentions for whatever we want to for the next 6 months in 2022. Sounds better? Yes? Good. Then I would like to place my intention. I would like to call upon everyone, higher self, to be guided to this video, to be guided so we can channel, stream, and receive whatever is in the highest and best for all, and only if it's as meant to be, and only if it's for the highest good, and whatever that could flow can flow, helping us to activate our life through this life language channeling so we can seek light for the highest and best. I would like to ask the God within to be activated in a way and in the level that God and we become one. Is the same? Is the same to low? Yes? Hold on. Explain why it sounds good on my end. Hello everyone. I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes. Is still slow? So you want me to go back to my old microphone better? Closer to, because right here, let me see. Let me see if I can adjust it. It's still low? It's a little bit low? Well, don't worry about it. I can improvise and use the other microphone that I was using, and we can go with the flow because my voice will go low. It's good on my end. It's been showing that we have they have the microphone that I have. If I get closer, is it better? Hold on. Is it better this way? Or do you want me to go back with the little one that I had before? Yes? Okay, I'm gonna wait for you guys to, and let me see if I can hear your comments. Can you guys hear me? Is it better? I can take this one and use the old one. What do you guys prefer? The old one? Do I go with the old one? Yes? Let me see. What do you guys both? Let me see if I can have your comments. I can try it. Let me see. I'm gonna take this one. Hold on. I'm gonna move a little bit. And I apologize for it. And my son is the one. It was good. Well, look, we have different sensitivities, and then some says, Carol, it's world. Well, so I just try to go with the best. But maybe this one is better. Better? Yes? Okay. Then maybe I just have to adjust I had an expert come in and check it, and then my son, I'm those kind of moms that said, how do I do this? Can you please help me? Clearing now? Right. Okay, let's begin. I had the concept of light earlier when I was channeling the one in Spanish. So I'm assuming that is going to be the same. Yes. Okay. Just adjust the sound on your end and set your intentions. I'm going to explain later in another video what the solstice is. I already had one or two in YouTube, so I don't want to do this longer. Just if you would like to tap your intention and then add an intention for everyone else, it will be great. Or just do it in your heart. If you would like to have something that enhance your experience, like an essence or a candle or incense, or laying down, just make you like comfortable in a space that feels like you are in a temple of with the gods. And I move a little bit. Sometimes my voice tend to go low. I'm gonna try to keep it in a good level, but don't worry about it. The frequency will come directly through your own higher self and guides, and everyone will receive whatever you guys need. And if you guys want to come back, you will receive whatever you need at the same time. Okay, so let's begin. Greetings, dear humans. We're honored to be here. We are the Council of Light, and in this case, we have been embracing Christ consciousness and the solar codes that will come through this consciousness, that it is seated in each and every one of you. Christ consciousness for humanity, it is what will make you equal to a God in your timeline. Gods or semi-gods or the deities weren't allowed to be here because this timeline preferred to have equality. But at the same time, every one of you, it was going to be a different version of what a God in physical it is. Vavasaki ate korovaki asheko sovaki ireki ashkati iki eshka. In this case, we are beings of light from a 12 DNA strength that looks in a metallic light. We are liquid light that it is a blend from the copper, the silver, and the gold ray. We have no denomination other than Christ consciousness, and we want to say that we are neither galactic or angelic or human or old or young, man or female. We identify with the non-created aspect of God as we are about to ascend into that state. What we are doing is we represent the archetype of what God, creator of all, intervene, Christ itself, universe, will represent in each of you. As we are the light itself that's been invited, that comes through the center of the heavens, and it will open and open and open, and activate your crown, and right above your angelic halo, right above your soul chakra, your spirit chakra, your galactic chakra, your higher self chakra, and the multi-universe chakra, and therefore the connection with source. From the source and your crown, each of you have a streaming, a pillar of light. That stream will have a toroidal sphere effect. It will ripple all around, creating a spheric healing chamber. That will end in each of your toes, your feet, creating a seal. The intentions that you set will have an extra sphere, and they will receive every calibration and whatever your higher self gave us to instructions to provide for you today. As you breathe this metallic light in, as if you would be breathing the sun, inside of your bubble, it will look like an egg-shaped womb. That will activate your divine feminine first. All around you, you have legions and legions and legions and legions and legions of beings from Christ consciousness that will be alike to angels. Each of those beings of light that are right now adoring, contemplating you as a reflection of God that you are, and streaming love-based frequency on behalf of you. And they salute the God that is in you now, as you salute the God that is in us and in all that it is around you now. Now, the hands of God itself, creator of all, will hold your sphere. And as you notice a shift, you will notice at the same time that you may have a sense of expansion, as if time collapses, and second becomes the eternity, and you become one with the space that's all around, and where your body ends, it's not definable, because you are all light. The body of light, it's being activated. You can close your eyes and open the eyes inside of you, and you will see just light. As if the sun itself will open its own eyes from within. All around, as you have the capacity to see what God sees, and what your higher self see, and what your persona in this timeline sees, you can shift into the higher self vision, and you can do that now. Baba sekiata koro kia setiashke daba kia seki ashka. And now shift into the side and the vision of what Creator of all God will see. Do that now. Baba sekiata koriki ashe sekiata vaki ete eshte ba se iki ashka. Now, inside of your healing chamber, every cell will drink the light that it is an elixir for what its own needs have in each part of your skin, and it all turns into a luminescent light. Bakia de sokoro ki ashka. And you give permission to yourself to go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Vavasia ki ashka te seki ashka. Given to yourself the capacity to turn into light from every organ, every part of you in the physical, the fluids, the bones, and just expand as your light meets the light in everything else. Baba seki ete ashte koriki ashka. And now you go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. So within yourself, having your eyes closed, from the chakras above your crown, the halo chakra, that's one that connects you with the angelic beings, any being from fifth dimension, your soul, your spirit, your galactic, your multidimensional, and the source, a pillar of light in a very cohesive coherence, balance, harmonic resonance. We go all the way down. Throughout your feet, you are each touching the 0 point field that it is where all can be. In other words, where God lives. Baba sekia de shekorovaki aratiri eseki ashka. Now, each of you will be divided into 4 aspects first. First one is going to be the spirit, the one who anchors God into the eternity and the infinity of being the one. Kitekia sakota avake ashka. The next aspect is going to be your shadow, your past, your history, your ego, what you think you are, and what you think has happened, and what you think and wonder you could be. Baki eteki arakoro vaki ashka. Next, you have your soul, and you have mental body, emotional body, and physical body. Your I am presence is behind you, higher self is above you, and below you are the infinite possibilities for you to become. Baki ete korovaria saraki ashka. Now, each part of you will be in its own bubble of healing plasmic light, receiving what it needs in the rightful way as a ripple effect rectification of all aspects of you throughout all times, all spaces, and all consciousness connected to you. So every physical body you ever had is receiving unconditional love. Every mental body, every emotional body, and therefore every aspect of you. In the multiplicity of what you are, there are many multiple egos and personalities throughout the lower realms into the higher realms. And now everyone is finding and supporting each other aspect of you to bring a harmonic resonance. Vava se kiate korova ekiashka. And now the sound comes. Deep vibration that you are being receiving are codes that come from the mind of God. In this case, colored by Christ consciousness. That it is the God archetype, the Buddha in you, the Joshua in you, the Shiva in you, that wonders, what if I could do? And then it's when creation comes. Now, it's when divine feminine comes. As the goddesses and queen that meets its own queen and its own wonders. And there she comes as whom you will identify as Divine Mother or Gaia, or any other goddesses that you are connected with, or maybe many goddesses. And they are all or one, depending on your unique personality, holding you, activating your intuition in the percentage that it is needed for you right now. The capacity to see the bigger picture beyond your own map. Activating your third eye, the side of a God, to see beyond what it appears to be and deconstruct the illusion and be the inspired action towards new creations that are more alike and coherent with what a God will love to experience. At the same time, when intuition meets bigger picture and third eye, that it is what a seer it is. The capacity to innovate new solutions, but more important, the new perception for what is needed, not only for each of you on the singular level, but for every other aspect of you. And now, each aspect of you will become one. Kite sate aki ashka koko vaki este iki eshka. And now, tune into, if I would be God, if I would be Buddha, Shiva, the Christ, creator of all the universe, what would that feel like? And we're going to count from 11 to 1, so you tune into a taste of what God-alike feels like. Use your imagination, use your centers as you go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, deconstructing the illusion from this life as you open and activate channeling communication, the translation of the voice of God, the interpretation, the gift of virtue, and your higher heart. Counting from 11, going deeper, 10, going deeper, 9, just relax, 8, infinity level, 7, very, very, very defined as God, 6, deeper and deeper, lose control, give yourself permission, 5, 4, becoming the one, Bakiate Sakori Kiashka, becoming the whole, Vasikiti Kiakarashka, 3, feeling complete, 2, feeling all, and tuning into source, Bati Ikiashka Sakoro, Ba Kiate Sakori Ashka, And now adjust and bring all that God towards you, the singular one. Va quiete eshke eseko. Va ikiete kori ki eshteki esekori eshka. As you breathe, it's completely integrated into the adjust of frequency that feels comfortable for you. You are being supported. The ones who wants to go deeper will have a speed in its own light, vibration, and frequency into 100% now. Va quiete koriki eshke saka va ko. The ones who would like to go deeper can go into 1000% the hertz of your light. The ones that said yes will have that upgrade now. Kite kokavaki esekoti eshte va iki eshka. The ones who say yes now will have 11,000 hertz, including body, mental body, emotional body, and all aspects of the self, including the collective and within. Complete harmony and ease and grace. No side effect at all, unless you restrict it. So only if you are ready, you say yes now. Okay, 30% of you say yes. Now, there is going to be a path made of light and a door that will open. Beyond the door, there is the womb of creation. There, through this language of the light that many galactics come here to support and angelics, we will transmit in pure language of light. So each of you have your own unique journey. As you go now deeper, deeper, and deeper. The mind is inactive now. Higher self is in charge. Each of you will see, know, sense, activate, clear, deconstruct, whatever is needed. From the womb of creation, you can see what will happen in your future timeline and you can adjust it. If you want it, you can go past, future, above, below, into whatever intention you would like to have for this transmission. And you can come back and go into another direction. Let's do that now. We'll count from 1 to 11. So you see 11 steps towards that door. And when you enter, your each unique journey will begin. The 3 Christed avatars for this timeline, Yeshua, Buddha, and Shiva, will wait for you, and in the other hand, you will be Divine Mother, Sophia, and Gaia, leading you into your own unique journey through the language of the light. 11. Going deeper. 10. Very present. 9. Very gentle and revitalized. 8. Going into the infinity. 7. Taking resistance off. 5. Going forward towards revelation. 4. Complete surrender. 3. Becoming the one. 2. Holding the hands of the gods. 1. Let yourself go. You feel like you leave your body, but in reality, this is the real you. You are just expanded into the closer you can have to your original essence. This part will be pure language of the light. Mia te kiara vasa, kote e kiara kore ki ashka, ti ese ki ti ishka. Va ise ti iki ashke, ti eseko, va ikiara ki ashka. Makia te sako ni ki eshna. Ikiete ko sova ki ashte korovari ki ashte ko sova ki ashka. At this point you completely understand everything. You know your command, because in this point, the God that it is adore is you. Va ti eki ate akiara koro koti eshta si iki ate kahakava ti ishke. You completely see, you completely understand. And it all made sense now. Va ki eteko ki ti va kusekora kira kora va iki eshke ti ese va ki ti ikiera ma ni ti sa va iki ashte si iki eshka. You have already shows your pathway. You can ask your questions. Everything at this point is message. So listen. Bakiete kiakova, ti ekiashke sekova, ti ikiarake ashka. Mikiete kosovakiashke te kiara korike ashka. Mikiete kie sekova te ekiara koreka ashka. And every other you is receiving the benefit as well. Bikite sikiara koro, bati iki ashka, si iki ashka. There is nothing else to do. This is a passport to the heavens. Take advantage. And if you are ready, you can go deeper and deeper and deeper. And have access to whatever you need now. In 3, 2, 1. Kiete yasa koro vadi ikiara koro. Tiki este que se kova ki ete kiara que sa komani iki este kosova ki eshka. Minenete iki ese koti ishkite kava siki ete kiako kova ki eki ashka. Baki ete koro koti ishkite ki ese kova ki ashka. You can also set intentions for the ones you love or for the world itself. Ti kiete ki ashke pa se kiete koro por kiete ki ashkete esekova ki ashka. Mi kite ki esekofi ki ashkete kosoko ki ashkete vasa ki akara ki va ki ashka. Nos gustaría recordarte, we would like to remind you that you can manifest because you are right now in the creation part of the source. So anything you dislike from the illusion you have will be recalibrated from your intentions and the highest good of all. Tiki akara vase koriki este kosova kiera korova, itiki era korova ki ese ki ashke sete ki akava eki eshka. So we call it now divine intervention. Anything that you have a complaint, now is the time to give it to God, from God to God. Bakiete kosovakiete ki ashte kova ekiate esekiera koriki ashka. Ask the Department of Complaints from the source to receive your grievance. It's taken in consideration and given with a sense of urgency, an upgrade in every contract relationship as if is a new adjustment. So a new creation is going to be born now. If you have more than one grievance, this is a time for you to submit those. Let God to be God and bring solutions for each of those at pure mistakes. Gatlaki akorokiti ashkestaki akaba eki ashkete esekori iki ashka. Each of you are being receiving like a USB in each of your temples that has the soul of the map of your soul, the blueprint of your spirit, and the next steps coming through your third eye and crown about what's suggested for the heavens for you in the next following months. Baba kiete kiara koro koriki eshke sakobaki eshkete iki akate eki ashka. Each of you will have 3 envelopes in your hands. Each of those envelopes will have a word or a code or an image for something heavens want you to know now. As you open the first one, this represents what you are not seeing. You can see that now. The next envelope is going to reveal what it is helping you. You can see that now. The next envelope is the solution, the next step for your now. You can see that now. And now you have a 15 seconds vision about what the next 6 months will unfold in your timeline. If you don't make the suggested changes, what could go wrong? It's being shown to you now. Vakiete kiara sakote eshka. Vakiete kia koro kiete eshke sakote eki akavate eki ashka sakoki ashka. Now, with your solution suggested in your envelope, now you see what will be the highest that could happen if you tune into what's being right in you, what you already have, that you are adjusting and recalibrating into your highest and best. See that now. Now, this is a time for you to make any adjustment into what your possible future can be, and you can even make it better. If you want to do that now, then do another grievance. Baba sekia tekia koro va kia tekia ashka sekora katekia teki ashkate ekia sekoteki ashka. And now heavens will upgrade what can be done. Baba sekia tekia koro kvaki ashte eseki ashka. We're going to show you that you commit and are willing to have another 3 envelopes, and they offer to you an alternative that it is better for the next 7 months. As you see your envelopes, you see 3 words or symbols or images about what heavens suggests that you do, so you match that upgraded next 7 months that will end next January. You can open the first one now. You can open the second one now. You can open the last one now. If there's any confusion right now at this point, you can ask to receive a 4th envelope that will clarify the first 3. Bakiete koro koro sekiara ki ashketa kiako ashkete iseki ashketaka va ki ashka. Now, you are going to be seeing yourself in the center where 3 doors are in front of you. Those represents the upgraded version that you wanted, and another two that are even more better, that heavens believes you could have access to and experience. They're going to choose one of the three and then go within and observe what's being shown to you. This is if you would have your resistance and expectations and what you're holding on from the past being released. So the heavens would have complete surrender. If you are ready, you can enter door that you choose and do that now. Kita kiara vara kara soro koro pakete kiara kashkata sova kete kiara koro mare ki ete ki ashka. Kita kia seko vate e kia na seko ko kete kia seko vate e ki ashke seko va ki ete kia koma. Ene ki ete seko va ki ete kia seko te ki ashte seko va ki ete kiara kova. Ikiete sakori kiete kiasha sekuvaki teki isete ake ashkete kovaki ishka. Now contracts are being reviewed and agreed according to everyone else that needs to participate in order for your destiny to be taking place. Vai kiate kosovaki ashkete kokovaki eki ashka. And as you finish your journey, you'll be placed into a pool of crystalline light that it's like the liquid inside of a womb from a mother, a human mother. And as you enter, imprints, blocks, hooks just fade away. The ones that were holding you back. And new information is being seeded as it's being drank and injected through every part of your body of light. In a very gentle way, just what you are ready for, just what you need, just what it's meant to be, in the right way, in divine order, and assisting everyone else. And as you allow the water to soothe the intensity of the energy, you'll go and look for a door in the bottom of the pool and enter your subconscious. And as you enter, if the water it isn't clear, it will turn into transparency now. When that water is transparent, you will find another door and you will find yourself in the heart of Gaia, being whole by your mother as if you were born again. Mai kiata sako kiete ti eshka sa kieta va ki koro kiete eshki sako yashka. And now allow yourself to receive the love from your mother Gaia and your father Sun. Tikia koro ki eshke sakava ki etikia sakori ki eshke sakova iki eshna. And if you cannot feel it, imagine what would be like to be like a newborn baby in the arms of very proud and loving and balanced mother and father that are supporting you 100%. As every connection with the past, it's being dissolved into the power of love, you see yourself growing up until the age that you have now, and feel the love deeper and deeper and deeper. Just what love feels like. your mind in this case will be activated and show you images from this life for what love feels like. Maybe a special place you like, maybe the sky, maybe the ocean, the forest. Maybe those magical meditations that are journeys that are unforgettable. Maybe the persons that are your angels in this plane that make life easier. Maybe the ones that love you, no matter what mistakes you could have to the eyes of the ego. The ones that you love, those moments that are cherished, jewels that live in the infinity. The smiles, the hugs, when you give yourself permission to love and be loved. And all of the joyful moments that you have had in this life. And now go deeper and find more memories, more wonder, more marvelous mementos that make it worth it to be here this time. Being grateful. Now let this transmission to bring you back into the right side of life. What has been good, what has been in divine order and in the right way from the beginning until now. Mai niava nia mania diava sekiara korovaki atiki esa korovaki ashkati esakoti eshka Yanaya sakorovaki ki atako sovaki ashte iki esaki ashka Nia vai ki esako tokovaki eteki ashka saki ikiara korovaki ki ashka Nia vai aki akavaki ete osokori ki ashkete asaki ashkite ava Ni inne ate eki ashteko sova eki ete eshka Ia baba seki atakorova iki atakorova eseki ashte esekorova iki eteki ashkate eseki ashka. Iua ba iki atasakorova ki atakova se eki iti iki ashketa aseki ashkate aba iki ashka. Now in your place with your guides in the space that you are being grounded. Finding a new rhythm within all the movement within you. Each chakra and meridian will align through this transmission, finding its own stability with ease and grace. Mia, 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 The capacity to shift and bring a stability in 3, 2, 1. Body is completely in harmony and grounded. Feel the stability of the space that is touching your feet. And have that sensation of non-movement. Have the sensation on your legs, your buttock, your back. Feel the support, the stability. Notice that your body is completely at ease, and if it's not, at this point, move and stretch or give direction so it is adjusted. Every chakra is going back to a comfortable position, pacing frequency, flow, and vibration. Your senses are activated but with grace and ease, and all the healing received, all the messages are completely clear but stable. You feel a sense of relaxation but at the same time energized, not in a way that will give you anxiety or pain, more in a way that it was just what you were ready for. Begin feeling your fingers, maybe wiggling your toes. Get in contact with those parts of your body. The skin on your legs, and your shoulders. You may feel the need to stretch, like when you wake up in the morning. Your neck. Before opening your eyes, have the imprint of the memory about what you received and what you would like to become with the next 6 or 7 months of this journey that can be adjusted at any moment. As you breathe, feel your center, complete lucidity, wakefulness, revitalization, just in the flow. Finding what balance feels for you, equilibrium, integration, finding 0 side effects. We're making sure each of you are in this present moment now, and if it isn't, let your guides know. Love you, we appreciate, we adore you, and we are always watching over you. Always. The fact that some of you choose to suffer and ignore the messages from the heaven, it isn't mean. Pathways for have an easier life, so every day is better and better aren't there. So make your choices. You can request divine intervention anytime, and you will be assisted, because each of you are us. As we are all, we are also one. The one is also all, as above as below. Now just be in touch with the air as it comes in and out. The expansion in your chest, your belly, your back. Change your position if anything feels uncomfortable, as this transmission is integrated with not only this journey but the last six months of journeys and activations in complete ease, being grounded into the chakras of Gaia, the meridians of Gaia, the ley lines of the sacred earth. Coming back once again with the reality of your room, with the north in front of you, the element of earth, the mountains, the trees, the flowers, all of those beautiful images of Gaia. In the south of you, you have the water, the oceans, the magnificent, majestic relaxation that they provide. In your east, you will have the element of air, where wisdom will come through. Guides, galactics, whatever you love and feels light and easy. In your west will be the fire, that will be the ignition of the fire of God that transmute, renew, and reset. As you have completely harmonic resonance in this present moment in time, the last adjustment before you open your eyes is going to be done in 5. Just find your center. 4, feel a stability. 3, calm. 2, the love. The completion in 1. It's all being done with ease and grace for the highest good, and at the same time the benefit of all. We are grateful. That was good. That was good. For the ones that are still on your journey, stay there if you want to. But if you would like to come back because maybe it's your morning or your day, it helps if you do some movement, like if you stretch and if you touch, if you're ungrounded. Let's tell your guys to ground you. When you touch something, your heart or the space that is around, you will feel yourself grounded. If you drink water, or imagine that you have grass below your feet. Notice the shift. At least I'm energized. I feel like I'm many. But at the same time, it feels energized, but it feels loving. It's touching, emotional, but not in a way that I will fall apart. Just like vulnerable, but like good openness. When we connect beyond, it feels good. It feels so good. And then it feels like everything it's meant to be and it's connected, and so take advantage. Don't disconnect to the source. You can continue to do the rest of whatever you have planned for the rest of the time. But whenever you can, go back to that sensation of omnipresent, God-like feeling sensation that all is well. Thank you so much for your patience and your kindness and all the support that you're always with me. And I appreciate, and sometimes I do videos in Spanish for the ones that speak Spanish, and clients in Italy and France, Portugal says that they prefer my Spanish than my English. So I'm doing more Spanish. If it isn't in English and you only speak English, just disregard it and know that I will do the English version too. Or maybe it's already has been done. For the ones that would like to join the community in Spanish, that is something new that I wasn't expected. It's called Encoded Frequency en Español, in Spanish. And that way you guys can ask your questions, and we will have classes in Spanish too. One class in Spanish that is going to start, I think, in the Lionsgate, because I have been asked. It feels like the Hispanic community, it's having its huge awakening in star seeds and language of the light. And next year, we're gonna end in January the master class. We're all having a very deep transformation in so many areas, including me, which I'm deeply grateful. I have no idea what will happen with Encoded Frequency at the end, but thank you. We're going into having more collective services that everyone can access. Investing what you do in the stores, the ones that donate to me because you guys are Facebook supporters, or sometimes you want want to do it through PayPal, like for example, I put like sponge on my room, so I have better noise for you guys, and the microphone was very expensive that I'm still learning how to work with it. And I was able to hire a technician in sound. So this is what I'm doing with the live language radio and the meditations that you guys support. I wanted to let you know that this money is being used so we all have access to healing if we need. And at some point, notice that the page does not have my name. Many other starseeds or speakers like me have their name on it, but this is like encoded frequency, so it's meant to be a community. It's growing. In English it grew a lot, and now the Spanish is growing, and I have people from every part of the world, but at some point this is not going to be a place for me to keep doing the drawings and services that you guys purchase, codes, all of that helped me so I can be here. Otherwise, I will need to find a normal job like the one I had before, which I am deeply grateful. It's just like all I need, and God comes, and everything the page is asking me to do, it comes from one of you, which I'm deeply grateful. The next thing that I have projects, it's all about free stuff, so I'm not sure exactly where my bills are gonna be paid, but I'm sure it's part of the plan. The live language radio is coming. If someone would like to assist me on the logistics and stuff, I would love to. So as soon as I can purchase another computer that can have like the streaming like 24/7, that's like a dream that I have. So hopefully it doesn't go more than this year, December. And I don't know if you guys want me to leave the 2 healing circle meditations that I have healing available for you. And the live language radio, it was like a test to see if you guys like it. And it appears too that everyone is liking more like language than my own voice guiding you. That is how it feels for me. At some point your light goes so high that someone that guides you feel annoying because you kind of have your own journey. So this is what the live language radio I wanted to be. And then I wanted to do like a platform for many other live language speakers can also put its own stuff. And I think this is where encoded frequency is going. It's going towards a community. It's going towards a change, not actually kind of like me giving services. I'm not sure yet exactly where it's going or how that will be, because I don't have the plan yet, but I know it's going to be at the end. So the ones that are with me and the master class, that I appreciate the ones that are in the drawings with me, the ones that donate to me, always appreciate it. It's being used and all this, and maybe in a few years we will know where we are going. But I have found out a need in the light worker community. It is that there are many people doing a lot of things, but somehow, even though you have the voice to do it in every way, sometimes it's being bypassed because you are not in the algorithm correct to be seen, things like that. So I think is where I'm going, and today it was what my message was, kind of like the ideas that I need to do, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'll do it. I don't know how yet, but I'm sure you guys have many desires about those things you would like to know with your life, and you would like those things to be, like your profession, or a new healing technique, or a book, or a deck card, or a marriage, or whatever, or being more rich, or teaching people things that we're going to need. And this is the thing. There are things that are going to happen in the future that I'm being seen. I'd always like to do predictions for next year, not in a way, because I don't think it's been destined yet. I think we're still making the choices. It's so like in the air. I don't know if you guys feel that. So the next change is going to be the winter solstice. So get ready. Like when COVID came in 2020, you guys remember that we started the year with Australia burning these koalas. It was just like, oh my God, how that could happen? And then in March, it was COVID, and then it was just like, is it real? For real? Like, isn't it a conspiracy? Is it a movie? Like, are you sure we have to wear a mask and vaccinate and all of those things? For me, it was like unbelievable. I was just like, I don't think so. I think it's just fake. And then it was just like, oh, it's real. And then people got sick, and then some people die, and it was a lot of things that had to be modified, like schools and maybe procedures and maybe traveling, etc., etc. Well, this is just the beginning. We all have our own unique timeline, so maybe what will happen in mine do not has to happen in yours. But hold on to your hats. If you still have things around that aren't settled yet, put your shit together, forgive me the expression, and find whatever that represents stability. Because if we're not strong, stable, then things can be hard. I don't know if you guys have ever, but I remember in some part I read about a Hopi as Native Americans and think from Arizona, correct me if I'm wrong. They describe a premonition that people needed to go in the middle of the river, because if they will try to haul into the shore, they will be like dragged from the river. Forgive my English, it's not that expensive like my Spanish. And it's kind of a representation for the things that Gaia has already collectively. This isn't about scarcity, because I think we will get there and we were ready according to whatever happened. But it's more like prepare yourself, because things that we have right now, like social media, we maybe won't have it at some point, or internet, or things that are like my kids. If I take internet off, they just go crazy, like, oh, what will you do? I don't know if you have kids or teenagers, but I was born without it and I was happy, right, in my time. But now it's kind of like indispensable. Many indispensable things, like the monetary exchange, are gonna change, like schools, like government, like community. And we have been asking for those things. We have been asking for. I know that. But if we don't grow community between us, helping each other, not from, you are not with the right technique, I'm the right one, you are wrong. And with the people that is next to us, trying to find solutions for the things that shouldn't happen anymore, then we may have hard time adjusting. As it seems to be, things may come unexpected. I'm not saying next year. I think we will gradually go into those things I want to have, and I hope this is what I'm choosing, because I'm seeing different futures that they don't collide, like they're like parallels, and I'm just like, oh, right? Like, for example, in one future, Biden didn't win. It was Trump. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And then I was, oh no. And then I remember that it was a dream. And then I was, oh, okay, no. Because in my reality, Biden is the president of America. So this was a possibility that it went through, right? And in what I saw, this is better. There are many different realities that we are choosing, like when you finish college or high school, and then you look into which university you will do, or what do you want to be. I want to be a hairdresser or whatever. It's kind of what we're doing. So make your choice, but make your choice from your light, from your center. We're not here to be anything more than what we already are. We're perfect the way we are, because The things that I don't know what to do, like adjusting the damn sound, maybe tell you guys that I'm normal like each of you, right? And it doesn't matter. It was wonderful and it was beautiful and it was touching and I love it and I appreciate that each of you stick with me. So it doesn't matter if things aren't the way we expected. What matters is that we have the capacity to regroup, recenter, and then be proactive solution on whatever we can. I'm not saying that we should go and protest. Go with what feels right for you. I did that already and didn't work, but go with what feels. But I feel this urgency to grow community. I don't know how. I don't have the finances. I would like to say like, oh, I'm gonna build a ranch. You all can come in Mexico. It's gonna be a beautiful place where you're gonna grow food and have a school that is enlightening for kids. And we are all going to find a twin flame there and it's gonna be awesome. But I don't have the money yet. Maybe I go be rich. I have no idea. But if we don't support each other, being merciful with our own processes, and the processes that everyone else is going through. We're all through a lot, guys. Sometimes we don't know what the other is going through. But being merciful, it isn't because that person deserves it and I put myself as a doormat. No, it's because I don't allow myself to go out of my own center. And maybe it means that I work less, or I drink more, or I have more water, or that I have a drink in the weekend with friends and then I for a second just forgot about what could happen tomorrow. And seriously, take this time to contemplate where you are, what's happening, and what I can do to change whatever I can. I would like to change the president of Mexico, but I can. But I can't put things so we all grow together. So if I can put like 5 meditations a day, I will do it if I feel guided. So any idea that you guys have, put it in the comments. And if you agree with the sound, I appreciate it because it helps me to be better. But we have to support each other. Like you were very kind to me. You guys could get upset and then leave, but you guys stay. And I appreciate that because that's being loyal and supported. And as a human, we feel like, oh, they stay with me. We like those things. And it feels good. It feels good to be supported. And at the same time, sometimes feel good to support others when we can, when we are strong. And no matter what path we're going, that light in us, that patience, that tolerance, that respect for our own chakras, sanity, and for the ones we love, is going to depend on the 1 and 2 seconds that is between each choice that I have during my day. It isn't about being neglecting the darkness, being upset or sad or tired. It isn't about that. That's fake spirituality. It isn't to be healing and healing and healing and healing and healing because more things will come. It's about balance between what you can do and what you step back and says, okay, God, I think that's upon you because beyond what I could do, so I'll have faith and hope that you will inspire the solution. Yes, but if you could do something that it's in your hands, that's easy, that's simple, maybe it is that I won't comment in this post so I don't fight with that person. Maybe silence is the best answer. Maybe having compassion, maybe being kind with someone that is in its own toxic mood because perhaps it's going through a divorce and is being victim or whatever. And sometimes friends are for that, or partners or family. And while we are in human form, we need each other. Because imagine, without police, hospitals, government may not be the one we should have, but at least it's something. But it's in our hands to keep changing. There are a lot of people, if you guys watch TikTok, there are a lot of stupid things, but there are a lot of people creating energetic devices. The other day I was watching a guy that was putting magnets and lighting in a bowl, because my son is in all of those science things. So there are people doing amazing things that are not being marketed at a big scale, but it doesn't matter. The solutions are coming right here where I am in the state of Monterrey and in the state of Sonora. I'm not sure we don't have water, and it's hot as hell. Today was 124 degrees, and when we got home, I wanted to shower after school, and it was like zero water at all. So if you have water in your house, you should be grateful. You should be a lucky one. There are people around the world that has a lot of needs. Maybe, I don't know, something idea that could be simple and easy. Like, for example, for me, I put food to birds, and it costs like, I don't know, 50 cents of a dollar, the bag of seeds, and that I put it in the grass. So I said, at least I can feed the doves while they migrate, right? It could be a simple thing, like donating something or helping something or doing something free for someone. Whatever you could do, if you can do it, if you are strong enough to do it, go ahead and do it, because there are many fires around the world, many people in distress. I received a lot of stories that I said, oh my God, poor people. I wish I could send you money or something, but I will pray for you or join me in meditation. But if you can do something for someone, that feels good. And sometimes may not be the fix for our own processes or problems, but it's a fuel for the soul and makes life better. Imagine a world where we all could help each other when you can. I'm not saying that we are givers without equilibrium, because you are first, right? But when you can, a kind word, like when someone says, I don't know what to do, I don't know, my father has cancer stage 4, and it's in Cuba, and I can travel to visit my dad, and I don't know what to do. Someone says that to me a few days ago, and then I said, I'm sorry for what you are going through. I understand it must be very easy. Let's just pray together. But meanwhile, I'm sure God will put the needs and the way, so you find the solution for your problem, and you will figure out. Sometimes just telling someone that you can do that, it's enough, right? So yes, Yan, I appreciate you. You're one of my angels. Take whatever resonates with you guys and disregard the rest. If you wanna keep me to having the Life Language Radio on Facebook, comment and click and comment so I know if you guys like it, because maybe it's just like, oh my God, Greta was again live, and again, like, oh, I'm bored. And that could be too. And maybe it could be just 1 time a day, or 2 times a day, or 3. Just suggest whatever you want to, so Facebook and I know what is working, and if it isn't, it's fine. Something better will come. I'm sure of that. And remember, every Friday in the morning, it's now when I have time to do the free service. You guys can come and ask your questions, and I have a little bit of a short team for the chair. And then, yes, that helps a lot. But most importantly, so you guys know, so we are in the same page. And if it isn't, then, well, what else we could do? I would like to create a free course in Spanish, and one of the ones that I have, I'm going to put it for free, but I hired an assistant and she got sick. So whenever I can, I'm going to put some course for free in the page so you guys can download it, because we're just instruments of whatever someone else needs. And this is the part that I'm here to do, and I love it. And my students, my teachers, like the ones that are here right now, you guys should know that I'm completely grateful. I have been going through a lot, the same that each of you guys who have been transforming, and the last 3 months we're gonna do a project of our soul that you guys love, that I'm already grounded in that, so we can assist. Oh, no, sorry, Jen. We are where we're meant to be always. And it isn't about something that it is doing. I'm just being honest and transparent. And I want you guys to know that I'm a true person with needs like each of you, right? I'm normal. The other day, I have so hilarious things that people send me, like pornography, right? Or I'm into feet, or things like that. And sometimes I say, oh my God, I just like, and then so many questions, like, I dream like that, I saw this thing, why do you think it is, whatever. And then whenever I can reply, but I have so many that sometimes I don't see them. So it's better if you guys, is something important that you guys want me to know, fill a form into encodedfrequency.com, because then the comments from the page, they are not all visible. Like, I think the system selects few of them, I think. And whatever you guys would like to see, to know, an idea or something, I have an idea that I would like to know, but for that I want to have someone to work with me. So I'm gonna ground that probably for next year, and then I'll go from there. But the most important and precious things I think we have a human person, it's not only to be you, but to be you without any pretensions or anything, especially in this business, because it isn't true spirituality, guys. It isn't to have your third eye open or just speak with Pleiadians, or because you were high priestesses in Egypt or anything. It's to be normal, the way that normal feels for you, and to feel good where you are, with who you are, and with who is with you. And at some points we're gonna go in seasons, a lot of things, and in others it's all good. It's just fine. It's kind of how life feels here, but know that this is temporarily. So I was listening today to a new song from Black Eyed Peas and Shakira, and with that I'm gonna end, because I'm sure you guys have things to do. And the song, it's very danceable and positive. It's called like Don't Worry or something. It has very few lyrics, but it almost speaks like I will live each day if it is a holiday, like in the joy. And I was like in my car, like singing and dancing, and I was just like, yes, this is what I want to do. Yes, Black Eyed Peas, right? Because we don't have the future settled. We're making that choice. All I have is this moment, and this moment I wanted to appreciate and be truthful and honest how the page is, and appreciate that each of you are here, because it's co-creating. It may not be for you or for me, maybe for future generations. Who knows? I have no idea, because what future has been shown to me, it's so different that I said, oh my God, is this the one I'm having, or I'm just trying to make choices? I don't know how long it's gonna happen. And maybe if I'm guided, I will share a little bit of what I haven't seen. I'm not sure, because I'm not sure if, because it's like so not settled. We are running in this second. So I appreciate each of you. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day, rest of your night. I hope that whatever I share, it seed light and love that can spread, only if it's for the grace and harmony of all. And if it isn't, disregard it. That's absolutely fine, correct, and respectful. You guys have my endless gratitude. See you guys next Friday morning for free services, classes for you guys, and then keep it grounded. Sleep, water, If you have someone to make love with, make love, cuddles, rest, going out, all of those things are so healing, guys. It isn't only about techniques, it's about being human. And then said, maybe life, it's been better right now, right? So go for it. Whatever feels right for you, embrace it. Bye-bye.